We are living in the golden age of sim racing, and it's straight up ridiculous. Multiple highly anticipated titles are about to drop, more people mainlanding this hobby than ever, and gear, it's getting seriously good and wallet-friendly at the same time. Less than 10 years ago, direct drive at home was for rich people or actual racing teams. We would need to pay like 6 months worth of rent just to feel something other than numb, clunky, whining regret lap after lap. I was team belt drive. I still remember how I got my GT3 RS from Fanatec, the orange one, and I actually got it for free because I was testing that wheel for them. It was glorious and I loved it so much. Back then the belt drive was the good setup. Oh, it was so cool. But now you can grab a Simagic Alpha Evo, Moza R9 V3, Fanatec CSL DD and many more under 400. Even Logitech sneaked a direct drive base under 300. It's like the industry collectively decided to stop gatekeeping and started fist pumping the regular people. Amazing. That is what competition and open market will do for you. Now I need to confess, I was that guy that sniffed on the budget wheels like they carried the plague. Not because I had a lot of money, but because at the time I started sim racing, the cheap stuff felt so bad. I would much rather have one good wheel than 3 plastic fantastics. But that was then, more than 10 years ago. And times have changed. Such an approach is ancient and has no place in our hobby. And there is probably no better product to prove exactly that than the Simagic GT Neo. This absolute legend of the wheel has been out here quietly murdering the competition for 2 full years, and I'm only now boarding the hype train. But better later than never. Price hits first, because it's criminal. Around 300 euros or USD in early 2026. Some deals at 280, some at 320. Even with the price stripped away, this wheel is legitimately excellent, making the price seem even more like a robbery. Biggest jaw drop for me though, weight and feel. Simagic says lightweight performance focused with carbon fiber composite, aka fancy plastic. So I expected something sad and hollow, like me after being beaten by 10-year-old on a G27. But I picked it up and it's dense, heavy, serious. It's actually 14% heavier than the GT4 is. Of course, too heavy is not good, but this is well within weight limits for even smaller wheelbases. And in blind test, you'd never guess it's plastic. Feels like it could survive WEC Rage Quit on the last lap. That's strong. Only weak spot, this tiny hollow spot here at the bottom center, but really, you're not going to sit there and tap on it. If that's the biggest complaint we've got for mostly plastic construction wheel, the build quality is solid. Ergonomics are mostly elite. Buttons reachable without emergency surgery to your thumbs, the whole point of the GT butterfly-shaped wheel. Thumb rotary dials are at the best position in Simagic's arsenal right now. Only problem, when you scroll up, you clip the frame. More annoying than anything, but there is room to improve. Grips feel better than the GT4 on the straights, but on turns, the deeper grips, they force you to either move your wrist more or let the grip dig into your palm. Big hands like mine suffer more, medium and smaller ones are fine. Quick fix, wrap the grip with like a thick tennis racket over grip and that will fix the issue. Buttons are clicky AF, with almost zero travel. If you love that snap, huge win. If you want longer travel, tough luck. In my taste, I do like GT4 buttons way more. All 10 buttons are backlit, no icons on them out of the box, so you can enjoy wannabe drifter lore of putting stickers everywhere. There are those bumps at the back of the wheel, and they just beg to have 2 buttons there. It would have been so perfect. Paddles, lighter than standard alpha ones, but still snappy. The same with the clutches, they are buttery, satisfying, and feel premium. All rotary dials are plastic, but they feel sturdy. They are molded with indicators in them, so if you have OCD like I do, you will want to reset them to center, and it's a bit annoying. None of these 4 are push dials like the 2 on the GT4. The small joysticks are very tight with high resolution rotaries on them, and they do push. Lighting? A chef's kiss. SimPro Manager goes full mad scientist. Dials even have per position RGB. Rev lights placed perfectly, customizable, and they stay subtle when off. I run my DDU rev lights. Also, you can assign different functions to be displayed through the lighting pattern on any button or dial. On the back, you'll find full metal quick release with oversized metal backing plate. And that's the secret sauce for the weight and zero flex of this wheel. The plate dwarfs the quick release, and there is so little space between where the plate ends and grips are, so really there is no room for flex. It's stiffer than beer in headlights. And the part nobody yells about enough, swappable backing plate. Throw on Magling plate for 30 euros and it becomes a standalone USB wheel for any wheelbase that has a quick release. Such a killer feature. And you don't need no proprietary hubs or dongles or anything. It's such a great feature that isn't discussed enough. And just look at it. It's modern. It's very Simagic and all. I did some tests with my friends who don't know Simagic per se, and not that it matters, but everyone assumed that the Neo GT is more expensive than GT4. It's a real credit to the design. It's gorgeous. This wheel has been the budget wheel for 2 years straight. Now it's challenged by likes of Moza KS Pro and others, each with their own pros and cons, but all beneficial for us. Competition is dragging everyone kicking and screaming towards better stuff at lower prices. Without these fresh brands, we would be still remortgaging our homes to get a new wheel. So thank you Simagic and all the other brands that have lowered the prices for us. What a glorious time to be alive in sim racing. Now let's see the motion rigs for 800. So let's answer to some comments from the previous videos. And just now came in a comment from Tome4KKKK, and he says, I'm afraid it's going to be too big for GT3. It's 330 millimeters, and that's regarding the GT1 wheel. And on paper, it's a lot. Physically, it feels much smaller than it is on the paper. Of course, it's a heavy wheel, so you need to have a wheelbase that can turn it quickly, especially like for GT3 cars. But it's not that bad. I know a super good driver that uses GT1 constantly in his GT3 races, and he's performing great with it. If you want something nimbler, maybe GT Neo, if you like butterfly style, maybe the GT Pro RK that I reviewed recently would be a nice match, because you could change the wheel rim to something else down the line. There's another comment on the same video of GT1 that I would like to address as well, and it's from Review for the Tube 6485 from a year ago. So he says, what made them change the look? Lol. Or are those stickers? Yeah, actually it's a thing that I want to bring to the market sometime soon. The GT4, GT1, also some new hubs. Also not Simagic, but many wheels out there lack a little bit of pizzazz and bling, in my opinion. We could celebrate our favorite teams, cars, brands, athletes by sporting their liveries. So that's something I'm still working on. You would be surprised how difficult it is to make quality stickers that last indoors, in sun, you know, in sweat and so on. So it's still in progress. It will happen, but don't know yet when. Sorry, we will stay with the same topic again, the GT1 wheel, because there's another comment that is pretty cool. What sucks is I can get this wheel, so the GT1 and Alpha Mini, for less than an R12, so Moza R12 with CS2 wheel. And there's no good round wheel from Simagic for me. They don't have anywhere near enough buttons, only 4 with 4 knobs, no D-pad. Exactly, and I think they listened because that feedback was present for a pretty long time. And there we have GT Pro, the hub, or the Neo X hub, which I've also heard good things about, and I will try to get one so I can take a look. If it's anywhere near similar to the quality of Neo GT, I think we got a winner. Well, that's it for the comments this time. I just wanted to give you a quick update that I'm working on a little bit bigger series that will have a few more episodes. Hopefully I will be able to finish up the first one next week, and it will be something cool, something that you could try out as well. So see you next time. Over and out.